right, with the race season here and a lot more hard rodding and running in the programs, there's going to be an element of needing to make sure that you do a little bit of stretching, whether that's at night and you take 10 minutes while you're hanging out before you go to bed, or maybe while you're hanging out watching TV or something like that, or if you have a few minutes before one of your sessions, like running, doing some stretching. It's going to be really important that you stretch out the front side of you, and that means hip flexors and psoas. When we're on our bikes and we're, in this position a lot, right, this part of us gets really, really tight and bound up. So we get really tight in the hip flexors, really tight in the psoas, really tight in our quads, and then we go to stand up and run, and what happens is where you actually end up getting a lot of injuries or pain ends up being in the hamstrings. Okay, so if you're struggling with some hamstring issues, that kind of thing, really focus on loosening up your hips and stretching out the front of you. So a few key stretches, and you can do this fairly quickly. I've had video of these in my YouTube that you guys have seen before, but the wall quad stretch, make sure you stretch out your quads, put your foot up against something, stretch out the front of your quads. You can lean forward into it to get into the hip flexor a little bit more and turn into it, feel it a little bit of a deeper stretch and lean forward. For a little bit more detailed demo on that, look up wall quad stretch on my YouTube. So you can go to that, hold that for a minute or two, and then you're going to get down and you're going to stretch out your hips, right? So putting the legs straight out in front of you and reaching down with your glute down onto the floor. Really stretch out all this through here on your hips. Okay, so what does that look like from the side? So leg out in front of you and then stretch into your hips and lean forward. And really, really stretch this out. Okay. And then wanting to get into the hip flexor a little bit more, you can, lean forward into the hip flexor here, and then to get into the psoas a little bit more, stretch and reach up over your ears and lean back a little bit. And you're going to feel that. You should feel that right here and right here. And really make sure that you're stretching that out. And spend a little bit of time on both sides, obviously equal amount, 1 to 2 minutes. You can even lean from side to side and reach back and really feel it through here. Do a little bit of that every day. Really, spend some time there and loosen that up. The harder training is going to make you a little bit tighter, and so, make an effort to make that part of your routine. Hey, cheers, guys.